Louis Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Trojans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Stanford's offense takes the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now it's a dime package, just a full package. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So USC's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. That type of big play can even make traveler perk up and take notice.
And man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes it on the shuffle. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Now on second down. Off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. The aerial assault continues. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback. You're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Gonna run it. It's Marks. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you this is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
In that 3rd and long situation, you'd like to see your quarterback have a plan. You know that they may dial up the blitz, so you've got to know where your answers are. Where's your hot route? Where's your sight adjust? Where can you get rid of the football if they bring an extra guy and the offense didn't look like they were ready for it?
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got a lead, everything right now looking good.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the quarterback.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. The defense did a good job getting him down there, but they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And the Trojans will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Taylor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They're going to throw it again. He lofts one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Cardinal will have to boot it away. He'll bring it back. It's Branch. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct, that had to be a blown assignment. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. Work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls on it.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for space. It's Marks. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Off-play action on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Sometimes you wonder if rivals really don't like each other. This guy sure doesn't like anybody on the other side. He's tackling everybody.
And that's the kind of defender I want. The guys who don't like people. They love collisions. They love to throw their body around. Jesse, he's been all over the field.
And this guy's good week in, week out, right? But in this game, he just seems like he's more dialed in, and he's playing at a different intensity level right now than I think anybody else on the field.
On second down, looking to throw. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands of the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I like the running back's fierceness. Sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 65-yard drive to the score, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with...
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's inside the 40. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Gonna run it. It's Ford. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Stanford! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. And the Trojans will keep this drive going.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
Now on first down from the 28. Takes the handoff. It's Marks. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The quick out. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations of USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
38. 2nd down coming up.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. They'll run play action. Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch on the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops while we'll get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Daniels. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
That's a great job by the defense shutting down that jet sweep. You see the team speed they have on defense. They are willing and ready and able to go sideline to sideline with anybody in the country.
And now on second down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Io Manor. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Marks. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
On a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver shows motion. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's Branch. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
He wants to throw it again. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll give it to the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Barishnikov should be so sweet. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
What is that, Reese? That's 3 already, I think, for him in the first half. So, great start. I can keep feeding him, I think. He's doing okay.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this one.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver. But how about the defender? He was right there in his space. He got him on the ground as soon as he caught him. He was ready for that play.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Using his legs, it's Ford. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, all right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires it. Got his man.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll send out the kicker here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. All points are important, guys, but that one still leaves you with a 3-possession deficit down by 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to...
Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to advance on the ball.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. These guys have taken some body. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Makes his connection. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Hit just inside their own 20. They need to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Bachmeyer. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got the tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ford. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now. You expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball coming.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down 31-14.
That makes the score USC 31, Stanford 14.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
It's a draw. Hard running there. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Coming after it. And down he goes back at the 3.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half. Get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Grabbed in the middle. It's Iowa. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You don't allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Daniels. They're bringing heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave him the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long, you're gonna get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
It's good.
The kick is good. That makes the score USC 31, Stanford 17.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
And he breaks into the open. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finishing touch, courtesy of that 75-yard run to the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good at his decision.
Hey, he's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Motion from the offense. Unloads quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. This guy is doing work on the outside, and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, solid pickup, a little bit short on first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quickly complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Game set. Second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to the air one more time. He's got his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack and creating some momentum.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Jet sweep to the receiver. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense was prepared. I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep. But they were ready for that point.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. You get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is perfect.
That makes the score USC 38, Stanford 20.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
They'll need about 6 here on 2nd down from the 20. It's a draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Brings up 3rd down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
The Trojans line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Hold and finds his man on the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Wide open downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Stanford! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They've cut into this lead. It's down to 11 as they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Using the quick game.
Brings up 2nd down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, the football gods were shining on the offense on that play. I think the quarterback thought after he threw that might be pick 6 territory. But luckily, they were able to make the catch, and they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it with the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity. A great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
He'll pull it on the read. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off and when to pitch it and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what to do?
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fair catch, called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4-quarter finish. The play action fake. Going up top. He got it. And he will score! Touchdown, USC!
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To throw, it's Daniels. They're setting up the screen. At the 45 on its way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
and they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. Got to bring it down a little bit.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of on-meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking off the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They want to just keep throwing it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
Yeah, and I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball. Nah, go for it.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, and then they're making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Field goal is good.
That makes the score USC 45, Stanford 30.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. The give on the inside. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and makes big plays.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. Another critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That one.
And the Trojans are marching down the field. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
On 4th down, going to the air. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll try to pop the draw. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get it down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Leaves it with the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
He's tackled at the 16-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Able to get 1 down to 15. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
USC 51, Stanford 30.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's just a ball he has to catch. As a tight end, you know you're going to be working the middle of the field all game long. And when you have opportunities like that, man, you got to make them count.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
We knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. A strike downfield. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Stanford wants to push the pace. Looking to throw it again. Finds his man down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to run. It's 4. And it's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Feeling some heat. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. To pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. It's 4. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting him 4th.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play with the officials on the field. We're right, and the play will stand. And he tacks on the extra point.
The extra point is good. That makes the score USC 51, Stanford.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They want that clock to run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They'll run it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
USA 54, Stanford 37.
Pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to snap it.
Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Pocket starts to collapse. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it down the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, this is a game this quarterback is going to remember for a very long time. There's not many where you get close to 500 yards passing. That's what he has. A Heisman-worthy performance.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Going up top on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one.
Third down.
A third down try for the offense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's taking a deep shot. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Using him out of the slot has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him. And they've really featured this guy today.
It's third down.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and shoot.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.